Welcome back to the Celebrity Board channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. So guys, we have an update when it comes to P. Diddy and the court documents about him being spied on, the laptops being taken and what he wants and if his demands are being met. Anyways, so now of course, Diddy's lawyers came out with some new unreasonable allegations, let's just say about how he's being spied on, doesn't have his laptops or etc. Well now, there's been a court order. The court is in receipt of defendant's application regarding discovery laptop access. Having reviewed the parties' submissions, the court orders as follows. The MDC is ordered not to turn over defendant's attorney visitation forms to the government. The MDC is ordered to give defendant access to the discovery laptop 7 days per week from AM to PM. This could be in his unit's visiting room or in his unit's VTC room. The purpose of the discovery laptop is to review discovery, not to take or store notes. It's the court's understanding that the laptop has been preloaded with discovery materials but does not allow any functions beyond reviewing those materials. I doubt it. If defendant wishes for broader access to the discovery laptop, his counsel should discuss the issue with the government, which should consider any reasonable proposals in good faith and work with BOP counsel and MDC staff to effectuate them. If there are any further disputes, the court will consider. So it looks like he got what he wanted, which was basically that he wanted those laptops. He wanted those laptops and he wanted them badly. He's gotten exactly what he's wanted. But, I'm not buying this M to PM is what you're going to use them for purely for discovery. I can really imagine PDD on that laptop trying to find ways to hack into it and reach out to people. If he's violated BOP rules, if he's, used his phone and downloaded apps that he shouldn't have been using, 8 other cell inmates' phones, storage, numbers or whatever, then he's going to do the same thing with the laptops again. So whilst the laptops may be provided and Diddy has basically won with what he wanted, I definitely feel it's not just going to be limited to reviewing discovery material. It's definitely going to be hacked and used in ways for Diddy, and I'm sure that the prosecution team are going to be on high alert to this. But the court did not respond for a while. I do wonder why that is. I honestly don't understand as to why they took so long to respond to him, because this is what he's been wanting. Remember, he's still in jail. There could be a potential further 4th bail hearing because Christmas is coming up. But I think that this would have been applied for by now and the judge would have, admitted it and the hearing would have been heard. I think at this point they would have submitted something. So we'll see if they do that next week. I'm on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I believe it's just too little too late. Beyonce fans in shock over the name change after husband Jay-Z was accused of R-wording a teen with Diddy. That is the title of this new article via Daily Mail, where Beyonce fans were left shocked after Beyonce dropped her name. And it's very intriguing. Forbes named Beyonce one of the year's most powerful women after the allegations emerged and listed her as Beyonce Knowles instead of her official name, Beyonce Knowles Carter, leading fans to claim the movie was a soft launch name change. Others defended the style and saying that Forbes has always gone by just Beyonce Knowles. This is not new. Why are you coming up with a false narrative? However, this is not the case. As in September, Forbes published a story called The Singer Beyonce Knowles Carter as she launched her new whiskey brand, Sir Davis. The couple are worth an estimated $1 billion combined. Beyonce has notably called herself MS Carter for over a decade and toured under her married name. Her most recent album was also named Cowboy Carter in a nod to her married name. But it looks like this is the first time where people are seeing that she's called herself Beyonce Knowles and the word Carter is nowhere to be seen. The soft launch name change begins, somebody else says. So I think that this is very small impactful change that a lot of people are not going to see for a while. It's gone under the radar for a lot of people. Of course, people are always going to pick it up. It's Beyonce, everybody looks at what she does. Everybody looks at every single little moment of what she does. So I can understand that. However, it is a small change that a lot of people won't be focusing on. And I think that it is a sign that things are about to get worse. And she's trying to cover those holes in her boat before it capsizes. That's basically what it is. So throughout this year, if we look at Beyonce's actions, it's been her secret, it's been Sir Davis, and then we're seeing, the name subtle change. All of this preparation is what it's giving to me, where as soon as Diddy had his situation with Cassie and that lawsuit came forward, Beyonce was waiting for how is this going to impact Jay-Z, because of course they were best friends. Her even thinking like that already implies that Jay-Z is guilty, because you wouldn't need to be worried for your man, but you are because of his connections. And because of the madness that he's doing or has done, or the life that he's lived and the people that he's around. And so therefore, I think that this is what these business ideas were for, to create some income flow if everything with Jay-Z goes down. Because whilst they do have billion, that is billion combined, number one. Number two, a lot of that is also in assets. And number 3, if Jay-Z goes down like P. Diddy, he's gonna need a lot of that money. Because P. Diddy's income went from around $million to below million, and it's just been a year. So imagine what his net worth will be in the next 5 years, far, far less. So just because they've got $1 billion, $2 billion, or $3 billion combined does not mean that they can go broke. Anybody can go financially broke. Regarding the context and situations that hit their life. And I think that she knew that something might take place. So therefore she's going to prep for herself. I can't blame her for doing so. And I think that this is again another example, but this is a small change because to me it was intriguing. Why are you coming out with so many business models 3 to 4 months after each other? You've never done that before. Where's your awareness? But of course you're preparing in Daily Mail saying that she forced Jay-Z to come. Of course she's in control of the whole scenario. She wants to not fall. She's very, in control of her image more than a lot of people. And therefore she's very worried. Make no mistake, they are panicking behind the scenes. They don't know what could have happened. Anybody could have taken a tape. Anybody, Peter D's home was also raided. Multiple tapes were seized, which is what, people in New York said. What makes you think that Jay-Z probably isn't on that? Considering that they're their friends. Considering that Jay-Z's been accused of outweighting somebody with Diddy. Don't think that's the first instance. Once we begin to hear different lawsuits filed by different lawyers, then it's going to be an absolute madness. But this is what I think is happening here. She's preparing for a tsunami that is about to hit and it's not coming in. Yes, the month is ending, it's not coming in this month. March, April, around that time, I think something's gonna hit or happen, or maybe even this time next year. All of this will happen because the PDD trial is definitely gonna be a lot. Who's to know that that PDD discovery that he's meant to be looking at on these laptops or the discovery that the prosecution have? What makes you think that Jay-Z isn't involved or tagged in it at this point? Let me know what thoughts are. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.